I gotta cut some of these people off. Genuinely. So, if you don't know, I just graduated high school, going into college, and I have full intentions to cut off a lot of people that I knew in high school. And most of them aren't even getting cut off. It's just, there really is no overlap in our life anymore, so I don't see any reason in maintaining the relationship. Why would I put any energy into maintaining a friendship with somebody that I'm probably never gonna see again, or maybe I'll see them once during winter break or something. If I see them once during winter break, I'll still give them that, yo, what's up? Give them a little dab. How's it going? How's college? You know, there's no hard feelings or anything, but it's just, there's just no point in me spending a lot of energy maintaining this relationship when there's really no relationship, you know? I'm just pouring energy. It's like I'm pouring water on a rock. There's just no point. It's not gonna grow. But speaking of that pouring water, I've been thinking about life and how you live your life, kind of like growing a tree. Everything starts with the roots, of course, what you put into it, and that includes your health, what you eat, how much you exercise, but that also includes energy, how much energy you put into stuff. Your social energy, your work energy, your relationship energy, all of that kind of stuff is what goes into the tree. And all the branches are the results of that. And I think it's time to prune some of these branches, because even some of the people that I know I'll have overlap with, these aren't people, really there's one person in specific, not gonna say names, but I have no intention of maintaining a friendship with this person because, to be honest, I never really liked this person. I always found it draining to talk to this person. But the thing that made it so difficult was because I am actually very good friends with her brother, and they're twins, so whenever my friend group would hang out, she would be there. But whenever her brother is not there, it just turns into a slander fest about her. And I feel kind of bad saying that, but this is nothing that she has not put on herself completely. I am a fairly introverted person, and I like to be pretty specific and choosy with who I spend my time and energy with. And I found that spending any amount of time with her is just draining. It feels like everything that she says is just a roundabout way to get the conversation back about her. For example, because her and her brother are, well, siblings, her brother invited me to come over for a graduation party, and I was like, yeah, for sure. I came over, I was 20 minutes late, and I was still the first person there. So it was me, those two, and the rest of their family, basically. They had uncles, aunts, cousins, all that there, and so I was the only person that wasn't in the family. Once some other people started to arrive, some other friends started to arrive, we were talking in the backyard, and then my friend, who's my actual friend, the conversation was getting pretty dry. I'm not gonna hold you, man. He was running out of conversation starters because all of the friends are friends with him, and they're kind of cool with her because she's there. They know she's gonna be there. It's whatever. They're not there for her, obviously. But because she's there, they're not gonna ignore her, but it's just whatever. If she was there, if she wasn't there, it doesn't make much of a difference. But she asked, what's your guys' favorite number? And it seems like a pretty innocent question. Obviously, it's scraping the bottom of the barrel of conversational topics, but whatever. At that point, we were scraping the bottom of the barrel. And one person said their favorite number, and she was, and then it got to her turn to say her favorite number, and she goes, my favorite number is negative 358. And we all just stared at her in silence. Obviously, we all saw what she was doing. She wanted us to say, oh my God, negative 300, you're so unique. Oh my God, why is it negative 358? That's such a weird number. Oh my God, you didn't choose 7 or 3. Oh my God, or 10. Oh my God, or 5. Oh my God, you are so unique. You are so unique and special and different, and I want to know everything about you, and I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to make this all about you. But nobody bit. Nobody took the bait. We all just kind of stared at her, and one friend just went, oh yeah, you're hella unique. And instead of taking that, instead of reading the room, she just goes, well, it's actually negative 358 because, and then she goes on this whole little spiel rant about it, and everybody's just kind of, okay. just kind of glazing over. I'm so glad that everybody saw through what she was doing. I'm not gonna hold you. It kind of felt like I was insane because I would see this kind of stuff that she's doing and it would feel like I'm the only one that would notice it. Everybody else would engage with it and I'm like, God, I wouldn't say anything, but I would just be thinking, what are we doing? This question that she's asking she has no interest in actually hearing our answer. She just wants to wait for when it's her turn to talk so then she can make the conversation about her. And that's why I find it so draining. But I'm also trapped because she's my boy's sister. So it feels like if I cut her off, I'm gonna have to cut him off too, because he is fairly protective. And I understand. He knows his sister's low-key a bum-ass nigga, and he knows that if he does not protect her friendships, there will be no friendships. Because even her female friends, this is an almost all guy friend group, by the way, and she's just a pick-me, draining. Listen, I'm not even trying to rile myself up, but the point is, he knows that if he does not help her maintain her relationships, there will be no relationships for her because she is just draining. Spending time with her is like getting a leech attached to your balls and it's just sucking your life force out. And it's not sucking like in the good way, you know? It's not like toe curling. You're just like being sucked until you're just a husk, where all of your attention needs to be focused towards this one thing. If any topic is not about her, it's a bad topic. And I really want to cut her off. I'm not even gonna hold you. During winter break, my mom, so rewind just a tiny bit. Basically, my mom got a new house. And I think that this will be a very nice house to have some friends over, right? So I'm saying during winter break, I'm gonna have all my friends over, because I'm not going to school where I went to high school. I'm not going to college where I went to high school. So when I come back from college, back here, all my friends are also gonna be here because they're all coming back for winter break, or they're all going to school around here. And I'm gonna say, let's have a little reunion, right? Let's have it at my house. I never host, by the way, because I just do not want to clean up. And I don't drink, so if my friends are drinking, it's just not gonna be fun for me, right? And that's what they wanna do, so whatever, I guess. Y'all have fun with that. But I'm saying, I wanna have a little reunion, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. She's not invited because this is my life, this is my house. And back to that tree thing, even if I'm putting all of this beautiful, exorbitant soil into the tree with all of this nice fertilizer, if I have branches, big, bulky, bratwurst sized branches that are just taking up all the nutrients, what's even the point? So I'm gonna cut those branches off, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it at all. But I do have a branch that is growing some beautiful flowers. And that's my friendship with my boy. I'm gonna just call him Roger. We'll call him Roger, and we'll call his sister George. Yeah, we'll call her George. So my friendship with Roger is great. It's yielding fantastic flowers. But I fear if I cut off George, I might have to cut off Roger too. Now, I don't know for sure. I'm gonna see how that can go over with him. But truth be told, I have absolutely zero intentions of spending any more time with George. My time with where I had to hold my tongue and not say anything and be nice because I was friends with her brother, that time is done. I don't want to have to force myself to basically put myself in a cage and put my needs and my desires and my connections on a back burner so that I don't have to like hurt her feelings. And this is not a secret. Roger knows I don't like George. All of my friends, in all honesty, almost all of my friends don't like George either. We just all deal with her because we all like Roger. Ooh, goodness me, my nose is so itchy. But is it right for me to cut off Roger like that? It's not like we really had much of a friendship in the first place anyway, but things are gonna be awkward, right? Because if somebody else hosts something and Roger's there and she knows that she wasn't invited to my house, things are gonna be awkward. And I don't wanna turn this into something huger than it is, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. A lot of my friends are still on that high school stuff, that high school drama, gossip, turning small things big, They're low-key still on that. And listen, I can't even hold you. Sometimes that shit is fun. Sometimes I do be part of it, right? But I tried to leave most of that in freshman, sophomore year because there's just no point. It's so draining. It's so draining. There's just no point. It yields nothing. You get nothing. Maybe you get a little laugh, but it's just not worth it for you or for whoever the person is. Because with all this drama stuff, there's always one person that is getting the short end of the stick. Either they're being gossiped about, or there's being rumors made up about them, or their info is being spread. So that person's getting the short end of the stick, and all I'm getting, if I'm not the person getting the short end of the stick, which I have been, and that sucks. But even if I'm not the person who's getting the short end of the stick, I'm getting a little laugh maybe, and then that's it. It just doesn't seem worth it. And then I have to be part of this. That person who's getting the short end of the stick is gonna have feelings about me. They're gonna have whatever. I wanna leave that all in high school. But I know that if I do this, it's just gonna spark up another high school type environment where people are having to pick sides and are you on Team Roger or Team Nico? Oh my God. Say right now, Team Roger or Team Nico? I really hope that I can just cut off Roger, leave that in the past, but I know that's just not what's gonna happen. But this is my tree, right? And I wanna have the most beautiful, most succulent, most delectable tree ever. And to do that, I'm gonna have to prune some branches. So let me know what you think. Is it worth it to prune this branch? Should I just keep my mouth shut, keep it pushing, keep my head down, ignore what I really feel? Or do I take that risk? Do I take that leap of faith and say, you know what? I just do not enjoy, because I'm gonna be honest, it's really nothing personal with Roger. It's just our personalities don't mesh. I don't find it enjoyable to spend time with this person. She has not done anything bad to me. It's just that nothing about her makes me want to spend any time with her. She's not a bad person. We just don't mix. So I think that's perfectly fine because we have no beef. There's just no reason for me to continue this friendship because whenever I'm with her, she just mildly irritates me. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts. Do I prune this branch? Do I open up that can of worms? Or is it better to just leave it be, invite Roger to the new house? Or should I do what I truly feel? Should I follow my heart? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell.